coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Tua. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Driscoll. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Driscoll. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over from 27.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the turnover, it's Tua. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He completes it to Boyd. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs, because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This would work quite well on that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming the football, making a tackle. That's what we're so right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stand.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here near the 40.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout this rookie season. And his problem turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They follow up the gain of 2 and the gain of 1 that time.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. They ran a little shallow as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half during the football trials. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
21G.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Cook is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Driscoll. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of a workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the gun on 3rd down. Driscoll working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw again. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
This complete to Martin. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Driscoll. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Tua, a final shot before half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe some indecision there. It looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to it and knock it free and make it a turnover.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Tua. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua to throw again. And complete right side to Cook. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, Tua. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Godwin, the motion man. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Richie Grant down the left sideline. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to pass. Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Play action. Now it's Tua. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I'm going to go down there and say that, too. I'm pretty fragile. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Driscoll. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked, too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway. And fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt there. They did get 9 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Tua now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. That's caught, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Robinson up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get up to the 45. Driscoll. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Coup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Buccaneers, 19. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Solo left Zion.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Carl Lawson in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now some pointing up front and a flag down. This might just move them back 5. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Driscoll. Short throw caught by Pitts. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Option play. Here's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Back to throw. Driscoll. Looking right sideline, that's complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Falcons 42, Buccaneers 19.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Tua.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personed.